In this video, I'd like to explore trauma versus wisdom and start with a quote from Dr. Joe Dispenza. Memory without emotion is wisdom. Many of us who are active in organizations have opinions about politics and society, family and community. Each of these arenas is full of opportunities and challenges that test our inner life. Many of us carry emotional wounds from childhood and have been programmed by society with false formulas for happiness. We're all born with an innate sense of truth, our truth. Yet a lot of people can't tell the difference between happiness and sadness, between a feeling and an emotion. A feeling is your inner truth responding to a present situation. An emotion is an unprocessed feeling from the past, triggered by something happening now. Recognizing that difference is vital. This is not an excuse to tolerate abuse or injustice. Boundaries matter. But if all we do is to critique and complain about our negative experiences, we miss that hidden purpose, to develop our inner strength and our wisdom. Whenever we join a family, a relationship, or an institution, especially when service is involved and nobody's being paid, we inevitably encounter people with difficult personalities. Jung pointed out that the subconscious mind conspires with other people's subconscious minds to attract what will force us to confront our inferior qualities. He described four main functions of the personality: thinking versus feeling, and intuition versus sensing. Thinkers often attract feelers. Intuitive people often attract senses. The purpose isn't punishment. It's to tone down our dominant function and strengthen the weaker one, to make us more balanced and whole. Some relationships are simply too far apart, and it's healthier just to leave. But when we understand what's really happening, we begin to see conflict differently. Take service organizations, 12-step groups, churches, synagogues, fraternal orders like Freemasonry or Eastern Star. If you really care, apply yourself and do well, you're going to bump against people who ruffle your feathers. It might even feel abusive. But most of the time, what actually is happening is we've never been trained to handle our own feelings, our own triggers. These settings become the training ground for real social skill, for learning how to serve at a higher level. That's why CEOs, pastors, legislators, and other high-level leaders often gain a certain emotional maturity. Constant interaction with challenge forces growth. Many of us, lacking that training, displace our discomfort onto the other person or the organization and bail out prematurely. Yes, some people are generally abusive and need firm boundaries, but often the growth edge is inside us. Neurobiology explains a lot of this. Our brains form pathways just like rivers carve channels in the earth. Old painful experiences create grooves in the nervous system. A current event that vaguely resembles a past wound can trigger a surge of emotions that belong to a past, not the present. This is why people who have been betrayed can end up suspecting everyone, never giving a relationship a real chance. Yet the very experiences we label negative are meant to build our wisdom bank account. Our ability to discern real danger from imagined danger, to respond rather than to react. Nobody goes to the gym to lift 1-pound weights. Growth requires resistance. Push too far and you'll injure yourself. Avoid all resistance and you'll never grow. The art of life is finding the balance. This idea runs deep into history. Most of the ancient mystery schools and secret societies were not secret because they were evil, but because society was too superstitious and violent to handle higher truths openly. Candidates had to be hand-picked and trained in morality and harmony before being exposed to the deeper teachings. One of the central initiations was often called the ceremony of the dead. It simulated death so the initiate could experience ego death without physically dying. Letting go of wounds, reactions, and false beliefs to see what is truly precious. As a saying from a monastery on Mount Athos points, if you die before you die, when you die, you will not die. Christianity itself was seen by many early mystics as an extension of the Egyptian mysteries, democratizing them so everyone, not just royalty, can access inner transformation. Instead of a literal sarcophagus, you underwent a symbolic death and resurrection, dying to what you are not, so that what you truly are can live fully. That's the core message running through all these traditions. Obstacles aren't in the way. Obstacles are the way. The difficult relationships, the painful memories, even the betrayals, these are the raw material of wisdom. When you can transform memory into wisdom, you stop being ruled by the past and start living from the present. Some pursue this through meditation, therapy, ritual, or even plant medicine. Others through service, leadership, or disciplined self-examination. However you approach it, pursue it wisely, and do pursue it. As Plato said, the unexamined life is not worth living.